Scorpio, hi, welcome and welcome back to See Your Soul 3 Revolution with me, Lise. This is going to be a general message for the sun and star sign of Scorpio. Scorpio, let's take a look and see what you got going on. Let's see what the current situation is, the overall energy, and the incoming energy. So let's start with what's the overall energy? All right, that's beautiful. The overall energy is the habit. 15 also can be seen as the devil card, but it feels beautiful in a way. What's this current situation for Scorpio? The Chariot. What energies does Scorpio have coming in for them? Wow. Okay. Bottom of the deck, we have the Sun card. So the overall energy is the habit, but the energies that are coming in for you, the Eight of Swords, Two of Swords, and the Queen of Cups. What the situation is, you in the situation, there's forward movement, fast, and something that's going to bring you a lot of happiness. Some of you could be have a Leo moon, a Leo rising, or a lot of Leo in your chart. Don't have to. So let's find out why is the habit here as their overall energy? Why is that? Others aren't. Something about the overall energy. You're moving mountains and it's disrupting other people. The Two of Pentacles. You have some kind of flexibility within your duality. It's like you know how to embrace your dark and your light. This is the high of the devil. I felt that it was like bright, like it was a good thing. You also have some people in the background that it doesn't mean anything because it's over with, that want to see you fall, but what else is new? Everybody, not everybody, but a lot of people want to see Scorpio fall, but it just can't happen because we rise the fuck up, period. Like, yeah, there's some kind of, it's the duality within the self, the dark and the light. But you're also using the dark for the light. You're using the light for the light. You're using your dark for the light. You can't be beat. It's like, what side of me am I pulling out today? Right? Like, sweet, loving, caring, kind, compassionate, empathetic, high emotional intelligence, high morals, high integrity, high values. Yes. Right? All of that. But it's the duality of the heart and the mind, but it's also the light with the light and the dark with the dark, the light with the dark with the light. It's the yin within yang, the yang within yin on the yin and yang. It's like that. It's like you've mastered, what side am I pulling out today? If I'm in business, I might need to pull out my masculine side, right? And I might need to come on more logical and tenacious in that way. But then I need to pull that back, and then I have to pull out my feminine creative side, right? Where I'm not a pushover, but I'm assertive, right? I'm soft but assertive. It's like that. You've figured out. You've overcome it. whatever this was, you've overcome the devil part that was on the low. This is all the devil on the high. This is, like you don't want to fuck with that one because that one will give you exactly what you're giving them. Don't mess with them. It's also like, you see how how one of the eyes is like hurt and gone, but like it was replaced. They each had the same eye. So it's like they were replaced with something better. So the scars are there, yes, but the eye can see. It's like, I know what happened, but I'm stronger for it. And it makes me unique and beautiful. It's something like that, guys. But you're juggling the duality in a good way. The energies, now the situation is the Chariot. It's all speeds ahead. Whatever this is for you, business, finance, career, love, companionship, friendship, family, you're moving into something that's awesome, fast. And that's going to bring you, it's the Sun, guys, the happiest and brightest card in the deck. But the energies that are coming in, you're going to be stuck in your head. It's like a self-imposed mental imprisonment because you have to make some kind of mental choice. You have to make a choice. It's a big choice too, but it's an intellectual one. But it's also one of feeling as well. With the Queen of Cups here, you came out in your own read, Scorpio. With your intuition. Kind of aligns with this too, because this is all swords, the Queen of Cups, but this is the intuition part. So it's like, it's going to be facts over feelings, and that might be the hard part, because you know that whatever this choice, that when the energies come in and the choice has to be made, you have to make the choice. Sometimes the right choice is not the easiest, guys. It's just not. But it's the right choice. And only you'll know what this is for you. It seems like it's a choice you wish that you didn't have to make, or you're going to wish that you didn't have to make, and that's what's going to keep you up in your head. Now, for some of you, this will be a choice between two people. For others of you, this is two things. For others of you, it's a person and a thing. It's something of I don't want to say consequence, but it's something that's big, right? And what your answer is going to be, you're going to be letting go of something and that's why it's keeping you up in your head, because it's like a door is going to be shutting to something that you've already shut, but it's like it had to be reopened for you to properly shut it. That's what I'm hearing. I hope you understand what that means. I just heard it, but I don't feel like I know what it, I don't know. Sometimes when I get downloads, most of the time it flows, but this was different. It just kind of came in my head, that the thought just like it came out. Something's going to make you rise up even more than you already are, and that might be troubling to you. Some of you, this is also going to be, for some of you, this will be a choice between two jobs, two business things. You can't do both, unfortunately, this time around. And so you're going to have to make a choice. And it's literally like night or day. It's two different choices. And now it could be a day shift and a night shift, two different jobs, right? I like this about this job, but I like this about this position. It's something like that. For others of you, it's something about duality, though, again, but it's not your duality. You are eventually, you're eventually going to be making the decision that there's things that just are too archaic, that you've outgrown a lot and you just can't be around it anymore. Something like that. For others of you, this is something that you may have thought that you closed off, but it's coming back around or something like that, some kind of situation or something's coming around for you to like officially say no, something like that. And it's showing that it's like you're going to do it with love, but with a loving self, right? Whether this is business, finance, career, family, friends, platonic, however this works, right? It's like you're not losing sight of who you are as a self, as a person, as the Queen of Cups, the loving, the caring, kind, compassionate, right? But this is an intellectual choice, right? It's an intuitive decision. You got to use your brain. It's facts over feelings. Because it's almost like you can't use a feeling for this choice because either the feeling is very similar or the feeling is too similar between the two things, right? So it's like you have to look at it logically because you got an equal amount of love, right? That's for some of you. For others of you, this is you staying in grace, kindness, understanding, but knowing that the intellectual choice that you need to make, it's like shutting something down once and for all, right? It's going in one, you're shutting one thing down and something else is opening up. It's a brand new thing. It's like walking down a path with two other people, let's say, right? And you get to 3 doors. You can only pick one of those doors. You have to make the choice. Each of you have to go through a door, right? And 2 of you can go through one door. Sure, all 3 of you could go through one door, but you all have to go to the door at the same time. So it's like you have to make your own choice. You could go by feeling, but all 3 of the doors feel the same. You have to go with what you using your mind. It's something like that, you know. And then you go through the door. The other person goes through the door. The other person, right? 2 of you you're all going through different doors, but 2 of you end up being on the other side of that one door because it's like one path leads somewhere. It's something like that. Because it's like one thing you're going to get and one thing is going to be left behind, but it's because you're choosing that. You have a tough choice that's coming up. That's the energies that's coming in. Now, you need to get out of your head when you're doing this and remember not to let old records replay and not to look at old mindsets. And I'm reminded of that because it's a self-imposed mental imprisonment is the Eight of Swords, right? And, or it's one of the things that they say. But if you look in here, there's a dinosaur. And I'm just thought of like it's archaic, right? It could be an old mindset. I don't believe you have to get out of your head. You'll have to start to notice when you're inside of your head too much, because the 8 of Swords to the 2 of Swords also can equal the 10 of Swords. So you don't want to end up betraying yourself. That's why you're going to need yourself, Scorpio. You're going to come in to save yourself at the 11th hour and make the right decision, because something's going to be overplaying, and you're going to know it's this or this, this or this, this or this, this or this, and that's where like your higher self is going to come in and it's going to make the right decision. That's what I see for you, Scorps. And then it's like this, then the situation, forward movement, and it's bringing you the happiness and abundance that you want, period, point blank. It is how it's going to be. There's going to be a lot of celebration. On a side note, there is a King of Pentacles that you are going to be refusing to build with. There's a King of Pentacles that is going to be losing money. This is a side note. I don't know if this is tied to the decision, but it's somebody that is, that's a side note. It might be tied to the decision. Maybe it's saying you have a decision to make and you're going to want to make a decision based on the facts. But you know that by making a decision that's coming up, or you will know it, it's going to put, if it's not 2 things and it's between 2 people, or if it's between 2, it's like 2 ways of being, whether that's 2 things, 2 people. Or one thing, one person. It's like this way is to your new life, your new way of being. And this way, you could still get to your new way of being, but it's you're going to have to go through hell. But by picking one of them, but not only like by picking, it's like clear to you, you want your happiness, your abundance, because you deserve and earn that. But when you're put to the test of this decision, it's like you're making the decision, but also let's say it's like this. Let's say it's a job. This is just an example, but this is like the essence of the feel. The example is you pick the new job. That's really what you want, right? Something completely different, right? Now, it could be a new job in the same company, a rise up. But what you're doing is when you take over this position, you know the person, or you're aware that the person that held that position is being let go to make room for you if you want the position. It's like that. And so you're like, wow, I really feel bad that this is happening. But on the same token, you are the right person for this. So if you want it, it's here. We can't be upset at ourselves for trying in life, for getting the things that we want because we worked really hard to get them, right? This can go as people too. Maybe you got a choice between two people and you know that the one that you want, right, one's going to lead to ultimate happiness, but it's new, right? Let's say, and the other one is, it's equally significant because you wouldn't be stuck, right? But you're going to need to use the intuition for the foresight, the long play, not the gratification of how this could be right now or in the next few months. This is something that is life changing. And I think you're going to know that too, whatever that is for you. There's a lot of new stuff. Yeah. It's something's going to keep you up in your head because someone or something's coming in with a lot of energy, a lot of passion, fire energy. You are the one. Authenticity is here. This is a mystery card. You're being chosen for something. This is the mystery card in this deck. Because of your ambitious nature with the Queen of Pentacles, but also because of the Queen of Swords, the fairness, the just, how you are. It's almost like you're being catapulted into a life that you didn't think would get here as fast as it did, but it's not that it got here that fast. I don't think you came up for air to notice how far you've come. It might be defeating someone else, or somebody might look at it as they're defeated, but it's not. This is going to be a non-emotional Eight of Cups, a non-emotional decision, a detached, it's a quest, yes, but it's making a non-emotional decision for emotional happiness. It's looking at something logically and being okay with, I gotta let this other stuff go. I gotta let this one thing go to get all of what I want. So it's like you're going to be making a decision between the new, and I don't want to say the old because it doesn't feel like the old, but it feels like it's like the new way of life and being versus the old way of life and being. And you could be on your way, because you are, to your new way of life and being. But there might still be some old parts of you that need to be like ironed out for the old way of being to completely be gone. And so this decision is going to catapult you into the new way of being, all shiny and new, if that makes sense. It's like you're jumping up. You're moving up. You're moving on up to the side. I forget what, was it the Jeffersons? Might have been. All right. I hope this reading is making sense. There's a lot of, there's the Empress. There's a lot of changes that are coming because you're choosing to let go of delusions, illusions, anything that just it's confusing or seems illogical, isn't real. You're putting, that's changing. No more confusion. You're not confused, or you won't be confused. You are the Empress. This is the major arcana, right? For the Mother of Tarot. There's many queens in this deck, but there is only one Empress. And the Empress is all of the queens in one, because the Empress started as a page, made her way up to one queen, then the next and the next and the next, but she had to start over in each queen's journey to get to queen status, and then start the journey over in a new way, like, and so you've created yourself. You got to yourself. The Empress, everything the Empress touches turns to gold. You've made it. You made it. The hardships are over. You have unity coming in. Some of you have a message coming in. Somebody wants you to see something in a new way, but there's quick a lot of quick service. It's not service. It's quick service, as in, like, because they're showing you messages. So it's like quick text messages, a lot of messages coming in, a lot of communication coming in. It's like that, getting a lot of communication. Like, if you were an introvert before, you're not going to be for a while. It's something like that. Like, come out of your shell too, I'm getting. But yeah, and some of you, this might have to do with a contract, legalities. If so, it's going in your favor. And if this is business, this looks great, because it's like the Empress is getting what she wants in all ways. Everything that is fair and just in business, in finance, in career, in love, in partnership, in making the right decisions for the family too. It's all of it in one. You're getting all those messages. They're coming in. Yeah, that's what I got for you guys. I hope that this reading resonated. Hit that like button, comment, share, subscribe, and let me know if this reading resonates. Bye, Scorpio. Love you.